it's officially this time of the year that we're always making new resolution for the new year coming. And I know for us academics, wellness is something that we sometimes do not really prioritize. So in today's video, I really wanted to share with you step by step on how you can implement this academic wellness into 2026. Hi, my name is Rafaela. I'm an educational sociologist based in Tokyo, and in this channel I share about my academic life and also my post-PhD life. So if you're interested in that kind of video, please subscribe to the channel. So just for context, I am a full-time assistant professor. So I work as a researcher, as a professor. I also work on some educational activities outside of university, which is part of my research as well. And as you can guess, my time is pretty limited. And that doesn't mean that I cannot implement wellness into my life. And the reason why I really prioritize wellness is because about 2-3 years ago, when I was still in my PhD, there was a time that I was in a heavy burnout. I was working on my PhD dissertation, which wasn't really going as I planned in the initial stages. And since I couldn't really see the end of the tunnel, and I was also financially not stable at the time, I really struggled to stay connected with my academic objectives. That's when I realized that I really needed to do something with my life, because I remember when I joined the PhD program or the master's, I was so genuinely excited about research, and I just couldn't wait to become a university professor so I could teach my students, continue working on my research and all that. And all of a sudden, I was just simply hating it. And to get my spark back, the thing that I tried really hard was implementing wellness into my daily life. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you step by step on how you can implement wellness into your life so that you can get back your spark in your life. Before you start implementing those steps, one thing that I really wanted to do is to believe that it is possible to have a healthier academic life. If you don't believe that, your actions will not follow. And then you have to imagine what it means for you to have a healthier academic life. When we talk about academic wellness, I guess the first thing that comes to your mind is fitness and diet, which are the things that I really prioritize. But there are many other things that you can also prioritize in your life. That could be your sleep, that could be your social life as well, and that could be just resting in general, like traveling. And now that you have identified what are your academic wellness priorities, then you start building systems around that desire that you have. For example, in my case, I'm really prioritizing fitness and diet for 2026. And one of the things that I've been doing is time blocking in my calendar. So I have at least 2 to 3 days on my calendar that I go to the gym at night. And I also kind of schedule shopping for grocery 2 or 3 times a week. And if you don't have those goals visible in your calendar, they will just slip through your fingers. So I strongly recommend you having a designated time in your calendar, and also have it in recurrent events so that you don't have to update all the time. Obviously, you can make some changes depending on your weekly schedule, but try to separate that time for your wellness. And now that you have designated a time for your wellness, now what you can do is simply start from the external reasoning. I mean, create this aesthetic vibe and like romanticize this process as well. So in my case, for example, when I started my fitness journey, I didn't even have proper exercise wear. So that's the first thing that I bought. I bought something that I would feel comfortable, that I would feel pretty, so that I would feel excited to go to the gym. And then once I start implementing these changes, one thing that I like to do weekly is review the process. I really like to analyze as a researcher what has worked and what hasn't, so that I can make changes that I can improve next week. Please don't be harsh on yourself if things really doesn't work out the way you expected. It's very normal. Especially in the first few weeks that you're not really used to the time, or you're not really used to the vibe, and you kind of feel this discomfort. But as you internalize this academic wellness as part of you, as part of your identity, that's when you start feeling like this is normal, this is part of you. Speaking of review, I also recommend you check in what are the things that are really taking time when it comes to your research or your just work as well, to see how you can minimize the workload, not just time-wise, but also energy-wise, so that you can start having like a lighter mind. There are many productivity tools that you can consider implementing in your life that can save ton of time. For example, in my case, I use Notion, Notion Calendar, and also Notion Mail to facilitate my life. So find out the exact systems that work for you that can facilitate your life. And last but not least, do not forget to pamper yourself once in a while because you deserve it. Sometimes I feel like when we're academics, we're so serious about everything that when we start prioritizing wellness, we end up having this perfect plan, and if things don't really work out the way expected, we end up like blaming ourselves, this and that. But please take some time to pamper yourself. It can be whatever you like. For example, I like to treat myself by going to cafes or traveling as well. Those are the things that we really enjoy doing, or shopping, that could be as well. So try something that really makes you feel taken care of. You don't have to expect someone to do that for you. You can do it yourself. As we're approaching the end of this video, I really want to thank my followers both on Instagram and YouTube. It's been exactly 1 year since I started this academic retreat account, and I'm super grateful for all the connections that I've made. And I really thank you for cheering me up through the journey. You have no idea what it means to me. I always read your messages whenever I can. I also reply to your messages. And to show my gratitude to you and connect with you even more, I'm planning to do a YouTube live to do this Plan 2026 with me. So if you're interested, please leave in the comments what are the things that you're struggling with to plan, so that I can start planning the content for that very special event for me and for you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!